teach you how to make a greenery grapevine wreath, also known as a boxwood wreath and maybe a eucalyptus wreath. All I'm going to use is a grapevine wreath, greenery I got at Hobby Lobby, some wire cutters, and my little handy dandy glue pot. I'm also going to show you at the end of the video how I made this really super cute and easy DIY bow. So make sure you stay tuned. So what's the first step we need to do here? The first step is that we need to take pieces of our greenery and we need to just cut off sections. And we want enough of the section to have at least about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, so that we have enough depth of the stem to be able to put in our grapevine. So I'm going to just quickly cut up about 3 of these bushes. I might need a 4th, we'll see. The last time I made one of these was a little bit smaller of a wreath form, so I'm thinking we might need to do 4. But this is stuff I got from Hobby Lobby, and if it's not on sale one week, it'll be on sale the next week. So make sure you get this when it's on sale. Any kind of craft store, even Dollar Tree, will have greenery, and you don't have to use this kind of greenery. You can use the same concept with a different look. Maybe you want to use leaves, maybe you want to use flowers, but you can still get the same sort of look with what we're going for, and it's just so simple and so easy. So I'm going to cut this up, and I'll be right back. So now we're going to get started putting it together, but first I'm going to just trim any loose and kind of straying stems or branches, I should call it, from my grapevine wreath here. So it's just kind of eye it and see what you think, and I would just move anything that you think might stick out and be in the way. Okay, so I think that that's looking pretty good. So it's really simple. It's, like I said, this is really one of the easiest wreaths you can make, and people have been doing this for years, decades really, but all we're going to do is we're going to take one of our stems, and I'm going to show you something called, this is a mini glue pot, and I just put my glue stick and I press it down, and as you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but it presses more glue into the little pot. And all I do is I'm just going to dip my stem in it, and then that way I can dip my stem right into the wreath form here without picking up a glue gun each and every time. So basically the key to this is we're just going to start going in a round circle, and I like to kind of space mine apart a little bit just so that I can make sure that we have enough of the greenery. And so I'm just going to go around, we're going in the same direction, and what we'll do is we'll just keep filling in, we'll keep going around and around, and you will have some glue strands right now, but that's okay, we'll get rid of that at the end. That was a long stem there. So you can get rid of all that at the end, okay? So I'm just going to keep going around here. And you're just gonna put this in enough, not so that the stem will be sticking out from the bottom of this wreath, but so that it's just sticking inside the wreath itself. so we're almost done with this, but I just went ahead and cut into that 4th branch. Now, let me tell you this. This is an 18-inch wreath form, so you're going to need a little bit more. Now, if you were using like a 14-inch or a 12-inch, something much smaller, you wouldn't need as much. But this would be a good size, like a front door. So I'm going to add a few more of my branches here, and I'm going to try to fill in where I see the brown mostly. I did link not this exact pot because, you know, it's kind of old and you can't get the vintage look here that I've got going on, but I did link a melting glue stick melting pot in my Amazon store, and I will link that below if you're interested. It just makes this little process a little bit easier. By all means, use a regular glue gun, but you just might find that this just makes it a little bit easier and a little faster. And if you're making a lot of these for a gift or maybe for a wedding, because this would be like the perfect wedding decor for, like, I don't know, just to put around the hall or the church. But I think this would be really nice. So I'm just kind of going through here, and I just want to try to keep it pretty consistent here with the flow. And it's just something, I mean, anybody can do this. If you've got 20 minutes, a glue gun, or a glue pot, you know, it's just so easy. And then you could also do this for your front door, add different flowers for different seasons. Just pick, cut little picks and put them through there. I have a friend who I made some for a long time ago, and she still has these on her door, and they haven't faded. And she's probably had them on her door for almost 2 years. So I was kind of surprised when I went over to her house. I'm like, you still have them there. So anyways, but this is just a really simple, easy, do-it-yourself type of project. There's really no reason to go pay 50 bucks for these at like a, I don't know, Kirkland's or wherever you might find something like this. But just try it, do it yourself, and like use your coupons for a grapevine wreath, you know. All these different stores, they let you use their coupons, so you get at least one item on sale. So, you know, see what you can do. All right, so we're getting around here, and I'm feeling like this is looking pretty good. So, I mean, you can leave it like this. You don't have to put anything else with it. You could just, for the gift I'm giving, I'm not going to actually put it. This is actually for a friend of my son's who he went to high school with and is now getting married. And when we were looking at the Amazon bridal registry, she had one of these. And I said, oh my goodness, I need to just make her one of these instead of buying one from Amazon. So I hope she likes this one a little bit better than what she would get from Amazon, which I think she would. But I also wanted to show you guys how to make this really cute, simple bow. And you could use it at Christmas time and decorating for the holidays. For a wreath like this, it's just really simple. So I think that looks pretty good. If you want, you can go through and cut like these little things that are kind of sticking up. I might cut a few of these off just so that it's not protruding too much. You know, if they're kind of getting in the way of the look, you can do that. But I really think that that's cute. I think that's very simple and very easy to hang. And all you do is just kind of go in the same direction and just keep filling them in, and then you have a perfect wreath for any time of the year. I also think that this would be really pretty if you wanted to paint, spray paint this like a color, like a gold color or white color if you were looking for a decor for a bedroom or something, and you just wanted just something extra to make it pop. I think that that would look really pretty, and maybe someday I will do one of those when it's not cold like it is in Michigan right now, because it's November, not October. But so yeah, that's the wreath. As you can see, very easy and very easy to do. I'll be right back with the bow. So all I did is I took my 2.5-inch burlap ribbon that does have wire in it. I did pick this up at Hobby Lobby, of course, when it was half price. And then I took it and I cut 1.5 yards. So I'm going to take it and I want to make a figure 8 with it, okay? So we've made one loop here, and then I'm going to go around and meet in the middle here. And I'm going to see if my loops are about the same. This one is going out a little bit more, so let's make this, I think that's about right. You just want to try to make them as even as you can, okay? So what you can do at this point, if you want, you can put a little bit of glue, if this will help you keep it together. Just put a little bit of glue. I'm going to take my little fingertips. Again, I have these on my Amazon store, and they're very handy. And I'm just going to push this together because the glue will come through that burlap until it's nice and connected. Okay, so I think that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end and I'm going to meet it in the middle. Actually this way. And then we're going to meet this one in the middle. Okay, so you're going to get them a little, let's see, as even as we can get them, okay? And then you're going to just gather it in like 3 or 4 little gathers, okay? So at this point, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take a 22 gauge wire, and I just buy the wires, they're all one length cut, they're not in the roll. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to twist it really good back here. Okay. All right. So we've got the makings of our bow here. So the next step is going to be is I want to make some tails for that bow. So I'm going to take about 24 inches and I'm going to cut one length. I'm going to bend it over or fold it over, not bend it over. I'm not sure why I said that. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it over this way and then make one good cut. So this is something you need some good scissors for, okay? And that gives us that dovetail look, okay? So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to gather it in the middle. And I'm going to take it and put it where that wire is. And I'm going to twist it one more time. Okay, so that's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm just going to take another piece of my burlap, just long enough to make something to go around that. That was about 8 inches. I'm going to just bend this over. I'm going to fold it over. Okay, and if you needed to, you could put a little bit of glue there. I'm going to place it over top of that wire, okay, and I'm going to just kind of make sure I take the wire, and you could also put some glue, and we put a little bit of glue here. And then you're just going to twist that. You're going to just twist it, okay? Now I'm going to just move this over and just trim it up. So now, when you flip it over, I'm just going to play with it a little bit here. And you can make it any size you want. Make this, instead of doing 36 inch, maybe do, I don't know, 24 inch and see if that works. Or actually I started with 1.5 yards. Maybe do 36 inch and it will make you a smaller bow. But I just think that this is really cute. And at this point you could just take your your wreath and just run the wire right through it and just twist it, and then you've got a really cute wreath already ready to put on your front door. So thank you so much for joining me today as I made this simple wreath, an easy wreath that anybody can do. So make sure to leave me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I will see you the next time that I make another video.